I feel great. I just been waiting, man. It's been 7 months since I've been out, and Taco's back.
7 months. I mean, is that because they can't find you a fight? Was there anything going on, or like why so long away?
You know what, man? I don't like to speak on things I really don't know about. Everything was fine on my side, and it's just the powers to be had to do their job, and here I am to do my job. So I'm very grateful for them, and here I am.
Yeah. Have they been offering you names, and is it just that guys aren't stepping up to it because maybe people just don't want to fight the Taco? Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, I'm gonna just say this. You said that, but if that is true, everyone's gonna have to see me one day, again, just like today. So if there is someone running, just if I see your name on, come up, it's time to eat. So
Speaking of the nickname Taco, tell us how Taco came about.
Taco came from me being just a little jackass as a kid, literally. I'm sure you guys remember the extreme era, 2000s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all that. So I grew up watching Jackass. Me and my friends in school. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A little jackass. I literally meant it. We used to just do bad shit, but like not bad shit in the sense of like overthrow the school or anything, but just like, hey, you guys want to have a stab off with pencils? And then other kids would be like, you guys are going to just stab each other with pencils? Like pens, pencils, whatever you can get to poke somebody. And we literally ran around the school starting shank wars. So that's literally what we used to call them. So that's a little origin of Taco. And somehow, the way life works, the universe works, it just grew deeper, Obviously, I'm half Mexican, so that helps with the taco thing. My style is just like the taco, man. If you can order it, I can give it. So That's it.
What's funny, you bring up the show Jackass. I think you look in the future, if that was ever put in a time capsule, what do you think people are going to think when they look back on that time and see Jackass as one of the shows that was happening in our culture?
I think it's like what's that art movement called, where it's just a bunch of random things. In my opinion, I think every movement, again, people can call it idiotic, they can call it whatever they want, but there'll always be haters and there'll always be supporters. So I think some people will be like, man, humans are idiots, bro. The people of the 2000s are dumb. And then there'll be other people who will be inspired by the Jackass movement and go, you know what? Maybe we should just have fun and just push ourselves to the extreme, because that's really what all this was about. Like, I'm sure people look in the time capsule and see fighters, they're just like, those guys are stupid. Look at them. They're cage fighting butt naked and stuff like that. But look at me. I've watched historically boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, and it only inspired me to be greater. So I think, hey, extreme, dude. Yeah, there we go.
I was going to say, when you look at the fact that you loved doing that sort of stuff when you were a kid, the call to fighting must have just been absolutely natural and just normal for you.
Yeah, bro, because for me, I know this sounds silly, but just growing up as a kid, I never knew how I would actually get a job. Like for me, it felt so foreign to me when people would be like when I hear people talk about, oh, just getting a job at like Taco Bell, McDonald's, things like that. I was like, how would I do that? Like, do I have skills to like work at a McDonald's? Just random questions I had as a kid. And then I saw fighting and I was like, wait, me and my brothers beat each other up all the time. Me and my cousins fight all the time. I can just do that then, because I know I can swing these. I know I can take it and I know I can give it. So no diddy. But I know that. So it was just so easy. And then again, Jackass, WWE, WWF, ECW, what else? Jackass, all the sorts, man. Just anything at that time where it was skateboarding, riding bikes, BMX, all that. It just made it easier to put yourself into physical harm. You just be like, oh, this is harm's way. Well, let me see if I can handle it. And then when you handled it, it hurt, but then you laugh about it later. Just like fighting. I have 6 losses, so I've laughed a lot about my wins and my losses, and it just makes a great story at the end. So, yep.
You still watch the professional wrestling, and if so, what do you think about CM Punk getting that belt?
I really haven't been into it as of lately. I think it's an eras thing. So like my era was John Cena, The Rock, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, DX, Triple H alone, Shawn Michaels alone, Rob Van Dam, Sandman, like all those guys. That's my era. My mom was a big wrestling fan, so like she put me on early. Like she'd give me all the fake belts, so I knew I wanted gold. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I knew I wanted gold from the very beginning. You know what I mean? John Cena, bro. Like I love that whole era. Kane, Undertaker, all-time favorite. So I think for me, they had captured me at that moment. I think wrestling now, and I don't speak bad on it, I love their fandom because I love that something that I love, people can follow up behind it. So I haven't been keeping up, but hey, if CM Punk is still rocking it, bro, he's still getting belts, he's still putting his body in harm's way, more power to you, brother. We can't take our body when we die, so put it through whatever you can withstand and push harder than that if you can, you know? That's how I feel.
I'd be interested that since your mom kind of got you into wrestling, did mom have a favorite wrestling star back in the day?
Ooh, you know, it's so funny you say that. My mom I just talked to her about this.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, bro. She started Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Who else did she say? Bro, she just listed off so many. She just like,
About the Macho Man.
bro, oh, of course. Like she just started, bro, like literally I was talking to my nephew about this and I was like, bro, Granny's the biggest wrestling fan ever. And I called her because my mom always loves to get call my mom. Who's your top 10 old style wrestlers and new style wrestlers? And she was like, oh, you wanted to just talk today. So then she just started firing them off and I'm like, Mom, slow down. I told you I was going to call you later. I just wanted for you to think about your list. She didn't even think about it. So
That's incredible.
I love my mom, bro. She really just, in a way, she put me in this field without wanting me in this field, you know?
Yeah. Does she watch your fights and does she still follow your career? Is she the kind that'll watch your fights and help you critique it, or is she get
No.
nervous and she doesn't want it
She
because it's real?
hides. She hides. She hides. She just say, call me, make sure you're all right. I don't care if you win or lose. Just please don't come back with a giant scar on your eyebrow. And guess what I did? So she loves me. She just loves it. So yeah.
Well, the eye doesn't look so bad. You know, looking at what you look like at the end of that fight, they did a pretty good job.
Oh, yes. I can't remember the doctor's name, but super cool, super chill, took care of me. We just laughed the whole time as he, sewed me up.
Yep.
It was a sneaky knee. Jai's a good opponent, and I appreciate it. I think it makes me look cool. A lot of people say it makes me look cool. And again, if my body can take it, I'll go through it.
Well, speaking on that, a lot of times fighters are pushed to different levels inside that cage. And I think if somebody saw that their eye was split open, blood going in their eye, a lot of people might have chose that moment to say, this is enough for now. You chose to not do that. You chose to continue and want to keep fighting. You end up getting the decision victory. I believe split decision victory on that. What does it say about you that you can be faced in that moment in a competition and not allow yourself to stop and you wanted to push forward through that moment?
One of my models is pain is power. And sometimes the gods demand blood. It's going to be mine or theirs, and I think that's a fair wager for the opportunity to be great. You know what I mean? So like, if I have to pay in blood, I will, by any means, man. Again, the only way they'll stop me is if they stop me. If I can't continue, I won't. But if I can, bro, I grew up in spankings. When mom can just give you a good whooping to decide your crime. So it's like, I used to get whooped for free. I just do something bad, get a whooping, win nothing at the end of it. When Jai cut me, literally my brain said, lock in. You're not hurt, lock in, eyes open. You still got a target in front of you. If we can, let's try to knock him out. He thinks he sees a wounded prey that he can feed on. And not me. Not me. You hurt me, I'm hurting your ass back. The elbow, right? And for me, that's the fight I expected from the beginning. I think if we would have got that fight a little earlier, I would have finished him a little earlier. But, it is what it is. And, yeah, bro, I want it all. Like this, again, I always say this is a dream. Like you don't even understand. Like talking to you is amazing because I've watched these every week since I was a kid. So like, this is a blessing. Everything that happens to me from now to the end is a blessing.
Your mom sounds like quite the character. When I was a kid, it was the same thing with a lot of spankings. There was points where all the spatulas were gone because I'd throw them up on the roof because that's what mom used on me. So I have to ask, what was mom's token paddle stick?
Man, I would say the number one was definitely the belt. But again, based off your crime, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no one decision. It was like, okay, if you and your brother are fighting, I'll spank you with the belt, right? You and your brother fighting, I'll pop you with my hand. I'll give you a little pinch. But like, if you did some very, very, very off crime outside the house, like you just, I don't know, got in trouble at school, but did some bad stuff, you know, like pull the fire alarm, try to strangle your teacher, anything like that. I know it's a little crazy, but just that's what I want you to think. Red zone stuff. Oh, bro, you were getting a wire. You were getting a nice size, you know, a thing that connects your cable and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey.
I thought you were going to say wire hanging. You're talking about the coaxial cable.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I appreciate it because I would have been a badass kid if I did not get a good spanking. And if I didn't understand law, like, hey, if I do that bad, I'm getting that.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? Cause and effect, you know? I'm not going to do it. And if I am going to do it, I'm going to be the elite genius on how to do that, but not getting in as much trouble. So I love her. She taught me some of the best lessons of my life. So, you know.
That's awesome. Going to your career here, you know, 4 fights in the UFC, all wins. You got 2 wins before you even got in the UFC, coming in here on a 6-fight win streak. What would you say has been the keys to your success?
Put MMA before everything. Nothing matters more than this. This, I would say, if there's like a bridge, this is at the end of the bridge already. But everything that, like my family, my friends, my coaches, all of them, they're the actual bridge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to just focus on the candy store while my people help me get there. They motivate me. When I wake up, I'm like, my mom, she's not living the way I want her to live right now, so I have to work harder. I have to work harder because I have to beat somebody. And if I can't see her, I can't go spend time with my family, friends, whatever, it's because the mission is first. Complete the mission. Me and my coach talk about, you got to fill your cup. Fill my cup, they'll go into their cup. So that's why MMA has to matter more than anything. So matters more than me, in my opinion, you know? So yeah, that's how I stay ahead of the curve. You know, when you become obsessed with this, you realize you could be a good boxer, but you don't understand everything about boxing. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, the different styles and variations of the word Jiu-Jitsu. Everyone does Jiu-Jitsu different. Every region does Jiu-Jitsu different. You know what I'm saying? And if you take that into martial arts, that means everyone boxes different, everyone kickboxes different, everyone does Muay Thai different. So I can never drop my guard when it comes to this, you know? So I'm always up. That's it.
Well, now across the cage from you, Ismael Bonfim. You know, where's he dangerous, and what sort of stuff are you expecting from him on Saturday night?
I think his biggest skills are going to be his. He obviously has professional boxing experience. I believe he was 17-4, from what I saw in some of the facts. I think if you give him momentum, his gas tank can keep going. You know what I'm saying? But I think I think he has good cardio when he's winning. I think when he's on his back foot, I don't know if he can handle the pressure I'm going to bring. And I answered earlier, like, I give myself all the advantages because I've done everything. I've worked on everything day in and day out. And from the Bonfim's 25 in, and I'm not saying old dog can't learn new tricks, but I see a guy who will live and die on a certain hill. I'm not that guy. I will fight on every hill, every trench, every water, every sky. And then once I find the advantage on any of those levels, I'm going to take it every time. Go back to the jive, back to the Yantop, back to the Rongzu. I did everything. I've won every way. So it won't matter to me, man. I love Bonfim. I love that he agreed to this. It takes 2 to tango. And but I'm gonna beat him everywhere. I promise.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've done the preparation, and I've been asking everybody, what their keys to the victory are. What needs to happen on Saturday to make sure that you get your arm raised?
Stay calm. Calmness is my best weapon. If I'm calm, I can use any weapon. I can use any weapon at any time. I can do anything. So just remain calm. That's it. Through the highs and lows of the fight, take each moment, win or lose each moment. Just stay calm, and I'll make the right adjustments.
And then looking forward at 2026, what sort of goals are you setting for yourself, and how far do you think you can go in this division?
I think I can be world champion. I'm not focused on the belt as of now. I know I have a goal of 2027 champion, but I'm not focused on it. I just want to win, and I just want to fight as much as I can. Me and my coach were just talking about Kevin Holland's one of my favorite fighters because I like that. It's just put me in there. Let me work. Whatever the result is, I will just get back and work again and work again. Win or lose, I'm just going to keep working no matter what. So my job is just to get to work. Win or lose, just get to work. I want to get to work as much as possible. I've been out for 7 months. So I have 7 months, but I'm not even counting the time before that, but 7 months of data for one opponent, then take another 4 months off. I don't need that time. 7 months is a long time. If I train every day, 10 hours a day, if that or if more, So just get me to work. That's it.
And you mentioned Kevin Holland, a guy that's renowned for talking a lot of stuff to his opponents while he's in the cage. Does Taco talk to the fighters when you're in the cage? Or do you just let your hands do the talking?
I tell people I'm actually a troll because I grew up in the trolling era of get on Facebook and Twitter and talk. I used to talk shit all the time. But my trollness is a little bit more subtle. Like in the Wrong Zoo fight, he pointed at me because he thought he landed a good strike. And then I looked, in my brain, I looked at him and I was like, oh, we're playing that game? Okay, cool. Because I'm going to get you. I'm not going to get you now. I'll spin back and I'll get you the 8th time. And there was a moment where I hit him with the jab and I smiled at him and I pointed at my hand. And then he told me, good jab. And I moved around and I stung him again with the jab again. It was a good one. And I was like, so I don't gotta talk shit. If you play respectful, I will. But the moment you troll me, you've unlocked the Joker. You don't want to unlock the Joker, Period.
I love it. Last one, and I've been asking all the guys, recently a lot of people have been throwing around allegations of fight fixing and people saying they're being approached by people. Do you think the UFC or the MMA has a problem with fight fixing?
Yes and no. I think, the reason I say yes, because obviously some shit just happened and, we're dealing with it. But I think no, because I think for most part, most martial artists will not do that. Even if you're struggling, as a fighter, you've struggled your whole life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you put yourself in I don't know Dogdarian. I don't know him. He's always seemed like a cool dude, just the little interactions. But I don't know what his personal life is like, And sometimes you dig your own grave. That's usually how it works. If you've overspent your money, you've overdid this, and mind you, I've been out for 7 months, bro. So whatever you make in that, you got to make it stretch. And me, shout out to my mom again. She's taught me how to live as a minimalist. I don't go out. I don't buy brand new things. I don't just go get a new car because I'm in the UFC. I don't do that shit. I literally put my money away and go, guess what? If squirrels got to put their nuts away, I should put my nuts away. You feel me? So I try to live as a minimalist. And when my money started to run low, I figured out a legal hustle. Martial arts is more than physically fighting and getting out there. Martial arts is in your mind. So if you really love martial arts, you can find a way to make money and help guys and build other fighters, because I study all day. I literally watch film all day. So when someone says, hey, can you break this down for me? Can you help me with this? Yeah, I'll tax you. I ain't gonna tax you fat, but I'm gonna tax you because guess what? I have to spend the next 4, 5, 6 hours watching film, taking notes, putting my own input, helping you come up with little things to work it. We train together, so I'm gonna help you out. So there's always a way to make money. But again, I didn't buy a brand new car. I wasn't wilding out. I found sponsors. I got out. I made a sponsor list. I We worked, we talked, and I figured out some money. You feel me? So I don't think so. I don't think we do because, again, most martial artists will say no. But, again, if you're desperate, life is hard, you got 5 kids, then, you know what I'm saying? I would say go WWE. Why not? You got the fight is already set. You ain't really got to get hurt. You're a professional athlete already. Why even go play the illegal game? Just be like, hey, manager, I don't want to fight no more. It's not worth the money. UFC's working with WWE. Can we negotiate where they can help me? I'll build my characters. But that's what I'm saying. You see, like, I'm going to think of something. I'm not going to just be like, where's the easy way out of here? Nah. So I hope most martial artists don't do that. But if they do, you know, what can I say? What can I do?
How come you don't have a taco sponsor, do you? How come you ain't got a taco
just
sponsor?
got one.
Did you?
Hey, yes. I don't know if I can talk about taco sponsors. Can I? Oh, hey, okay.
It's not like the UFC's got an official taco sponsor.
Okay, I'm just making sure, you know, that's it, man. Okay, cool. Shout out to Taco Loco, Gardena, Normandy and Rosecrans. If you're from Gardena, show up. If you're from LA, show up. If you're from out of state, show up. Normandy and Rosecrans, Gardena. There's going to be a Tacos Taco there. It's going to be fire because I'm a taco expert. So please, come get your taco. After the fight, we'll set some up. Follow me on Instagram, Chris War Taco 123, and it'll all be there.
There you go. Last question. You were talking about earlier about, you know, you had your mother around to sort of help you learn about how to better save your money and spend your money. The UFC used to do fighter summits where they would talk and train and have classes where fighters used to do some financial tips and training. Would you like to see that sort of thing come back, maybe if they're not doing it anymore, to where you could, some of these young fighters are getting their hands on money that they've never had those amounts before. Do you think that would behoove the UFC to maybe bring those back if they're not already, just to help do some financial training?
Hell yeah, man. That's and I think that goes back to like it's like versus again sending somebody to jail versus rehabilitating them. So yes, we can get mad at Dogarian because, you know, obviously it was bad. You're not supposed to fix fights and all the betting and all that. But yeah, we can punish them, cut them, all that. But you know what guys are gonna try to do? Be more secretive, be more, you know, elusive about it. Versus like that's a way to mitigate it. Hey, if I have every 5 fighters, we can only have 1 that does it. Versus the other 4 actually learn financial literacy. Hell yeah, I'll go. But sometimes the problem is fighters are lazy. I ain't gonna hold you, but again, those might be the guys that, you know, fall off. But yeah, I'd go. I'll take my coach with me, go chill out, eat snacks, hang out, talk to other fighters, get in no fights. But you see, you gotta be careful with that. People talking shit out here.
I think that's why they stopped.
Yeah, everybody. What was it, the boomerang? Remember Brice Verdum hit Kobe? Was that there?
No, I think that was. I don't know if that was. I think that just might have been during the regular fight week.
Okay.
I think there might have been an incident with Cyborg and somebody else, but I could be making.
I remember her too.
It was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. But thank you very much. And, best of luck on Saturday.
Imagine somebody hitting you with a boomerang. Okay, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Love y'all. Hey, heart and soul every time. Gardena.